also, I think there might be some, people, again, this podcast is for people of the West that are not very familiar with the Arab world. And I think people need to know also that women are very, very highly educated in that part of the world where there is this misconception that they're not.
Yeah, absolutely. There is that misconception. And you will find that top graduates are, many of them are girls. I don't want to say all of them, but education is respected and well regarded, and people do send the women, girls, they go to school, they go to universities, they're working, and they're establishing their own companies. So that is something that girls are given the freedom to do. There are some limitations in some parts of Jordan, farther away from the centers, where the girls are educated, but work opportunities are not that many. Many of them I have trained, went down south or east, north, west, and I found girls with master's degrees looking for opportunities for themselves to create something, even if it's not exactly the subject they studied, but they would try to find ways to become a part of the workforce. It's difficult in some areas, but people are ambitious and they're hardworking and dedicated. So we are a very educated population.
Wow. And let me ask you, are the universities, are there schools for, like, do Christians and Muslims go to the same school or are they separate?
Well, schools, there are both. There
Okay.
are the state schools, the private schools, and the Christian schools. Churches, they established their own schools. When I was young, I went to one. It was in outside we lived in Zarqa when my father was in the army. We lived in a compound, officers' compound. When I was 4 and 5, I went to the Catholic school outside the compound. We used to go by bus. Then my parents decided bring them back to, we had schools inside the compound, and that was great because we could walk to school. And we got to drop one of the subjects. We used to learn religion, Christian religion. In the state schools then, and the army schools, they only taught Islamic religion, which meant Christians, we were like 3 or 4 in each class, do not have to attend. And that was great.
Oh.
We could get out and play. But really, when it rained, we stayed in. And we had the most wonderful teacher, the Arabic teacher, Miss Najla. I can still remember her, remember what she looked like, and how wonderful she was. And the stories we listened to when they were teaching the Islamic religion, because it was raining, we stayed in, so we got to listen to the stories. And it's history, it's stories, it's ethics. And it was just fun. Later on, they introduced Christian religion in state schools, but I never learned it because it wasn't offered in the schools when I was studying. But it was just the funny thing. Miss Najla is from the Druze sect.
Okay.
So things were so simple then and so relaxed. To have someone from the Druze sect teaching the Islamic religion is like normal. They're a different sect, but she was not indoctrinating anything special, different, biased, nothing. It was just the basic, pure ethics, the stories, and it's just beautiful for everyone. And now you would look, oh, they're talking about Shia, Druze, Sunni, this and that, and they got everyone meddling in everyone's business and, turned them against each other. But that was the time of my childhood. It was just lovely having the friends. Of course, most of my friends are Muslim because most of the population is Muslim. But did we ever talk about religion? No. It's just not a subject, not at least in my environment. We accepted each other, we lived together beautifully, and we're very similar. We have the same traditions, the same culture. A few, they celebrate Ramadan and Eid, and we celebrate Christmas and Easter, but that's neither here nor there. So it was just very simple, very loving environment. Later on, with also, again, outside influence, you started seeing a little bit more of the extremes. But then generally, you would not mingle with the extremes from either side. And the state does not tolerate any problems created for anyone. So we feel safe. We live together normally. It's just peaceful and respectful. And if someone is not respectful, it's just outside of the group. So, but no clashes, no violence, nothing. I think because of the state and the laws and all that, they're protective of everyone. So we're living peacefully together.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.